What you just saw right there was Iran's retaliatory missile strikes against Bahrain, and specifically ballistic missile strikes directed against the U.S. Fifth Fleet Naval Support Activity installation in Bahrain. Iran retaliated against every nation essentially in the Middle East other than Oman, following the United States and Israel launching a joint military operation and attack against Iran late last night. The United States is calling its military strikes with Israel against Iran Operation Epic Fury.
So we decided to help and invade Iran. Isn't Iran allies with China and Russia? Russia. Are we cooked, chat? Gosh, bro. And I saw something that Trump said: protect your children, protect your kids, stay indoors because we're bombing y'all. I said, oh my gosh, like this is unbelievable, man.
Midas Touch Network, we are calling it Operation Epstein Fury, or the Jeffrey Epstein War. There is now a full-fledged war taking place between the United States and Israel against Iran. All hell is breaking loose in the Middle East. Iran responded against the military strikes by the U.S. and Israel against Tehran by shooting ballistic missiles into Israel, also by shooting ballistic missiles into the UAE, and specifically at Abu Dhabi and Dubai, by shooting ballistic missiles at Qatar, Kuwait, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, and Iraq. We also saw ballistic missiles and cruise missiles coming from either Israel or the United States, trailing over Iraq into Iran. This was being referred to by Israel as decapitation or assassination strikes. You had Israel focusing on taking out top Iranian military and political leadership, while the U.S. was attacking military infrastructure. On the other hand, you had Iran attacking some of the neighboring Middle East countries, but specifically focusing on where there were United States military assets. Also in Yemen, the Houthis over there said that they would be utilizing their capabilities, or what remains of their capabilities, in order to once again attack the cargo ships in the region, specifically the ships that are traversing the Strait of Hormuz. You see right here an image, the Persian Gulf, the Gulf of Oman. You see the Strait of Hormuz right there, which is right by Iran. This is one of the main shipping routes out of the Persian Gulf. And so if the Strait of Hormuz is shut down, that would also be disastrous in terms of our economy and economies throughout the world. So let's give you some of the latest information. Hat tip to the open source intelligence defenders. They do a good job at least aggregating some of this news. We could show you some of the images of what it looked like as well in Iran and in the surrounding areas as I go through what went down. So here's what we know. A joint U.S.-Israeli operation was launched last night. Trump is now calling for regime change. This is not about stopping Iran from enriching uranium. By all accounts, the Oman foreign minister said that Iran was basically in the mediated discussions, agreeable to no longer enriching uranium and agreeable to oversight. But Donald Trump has made it very clear. He gave he posted on his social media platform a video he'll be speaking of this morning as well, saying this is about regime change. This is about changing the leadership in Iran. Really nothing to do with about uranium enrichment anymore. It's changing the entire structure of Iran. And Donald Trump and Israel are calling for the Iranian people to revolt, to get out on the streets and topple the Ayatollah. The opening waves of these strikes have been characterized as assassination strikes, confirming early reports of decapitation strikes. According to Israel, they've had success in hitting numerous top military leadership of Iran. There are reports, though, that they were not able, at least as of right now, to hit the Ayatollah and the president of Iran. Officials from both the U.S. and Israel say that this is going to be a multi-day military campaign. As I mentioned earlier, Israel is focusing on military targets. And the U.S. is helping as well with some of the bunkers. There have been lots of ballistic missiles being fired at this time. We have images right here. Israel, said, look, we engaged in this quote unquote preemptive strike. And then when Iran then hit, then launched ballistic missiles into Israel, Israel says, we've got to defend ourselves. We have a right to defend ourselves. Iran has.
For everybody, can we just stop with this war shit? Bloodshed. Y'all are killing people. Like, it don't make sense on either side. Like, this world is just ill, man. I don't know.
Launch strikes on U.S. bases across the Middle East. Explosions are seen in the U.S. naval base in Al Jafar, Bahrain. That's what you saw at the beginning of this video. Alarm sirens followed and multiple explosions in Kuwait, in Abu Dhabi, and in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. The UAE said it has the right to respond militarily if it wants to. Saudi Arabia, Riyadh, hit as well. They said they have the right to respond against Iran and that their sovereignty has been violated. In Qatar, an official source at the Ministry of Defense told Al Jazeera that an Iranian missile was intercepted by their Patriot system. And there's still lots of attacks going on there as well. Throughout all of this, Donald, like last night, as America was at war. I mean, we're 100% at war now with Iran. Like, let's be clear about what this is. Donald Trump, though, was posting messages about his 2020 election conspiracies after the United States was at war. This is how, demented this guy is. He posted photos of Fani Willis, the Fulton County District Attorney, and Donald Trump goes, as Georgia prosecutor pursued Trump, Biden DOJ invited her to get lucrative grants, memo shows. Like, that's what he was doing last night. He was making lots of posts like that. Also, Donald Trump made a video of himself wearing a baseball cap or a cap that said USA on it. He was sweaty and grotesque looking, and he was giving this speech that he just posted on Truth Social, his failing social media company. And he goes, the lives of American heroes may be lost and we may have casualties, but that's what happens in war. That was his message. Like,
there's no way he said that. I mean, there is a fucking way. Don't get me wrong. I'm sorry. What? It's war. A lot of Americans might lose their life, but that comes with war. So you're telling me you're not 100% that they're not going to end up invading us and bombing random areas in the United States? There's not a guarantee that's not going to happen. I thought our military was so strong. Oh man.
Not really discussing with American people why we're doing regime change, what the costs are going to be, like not trying to like sell this war to us or like let us know why, with all of the problems we're facing in the United States, we're going to war with Iran for regime change. Because didn't they always say it was about enriched uranium? So now it's total mask off. It's about regime change. But here Donald Trump says, look, yeah, our soldiers may die, but like that's what war is. So like whatever. Here, watch what he says. Here, play this clip.
Seeks to kill. The lives of courageous American heroes may be lost and we may have casualties. That often happens in war. But we're doing this not for now. We're doing this for the future. And it is a noble mission. We pray for every service member as they selflessly risk their lives to ensure that Americans and our children will never be threatened by a nuclear-armed Iran.
And then as Donald Trump says, this is about regime change, he tells the people of Iran, look, this is what you wanted me to do. I'm doing it for you. So go out and basically revolt and take back your country. Prove to me that this is what you wanted me to do for you. Here it is. Play this clip.
For many years, you have asked for America's help, but you never got it. No president was willing to do what I am willing to do tonight. Now you have a president who is giving you what you want. So let's see how you respond. America is backing you with overwhelming strength and devastating force. Now is the time to seize control of your destiny and to unleash the prosperous and glorious future that is close within your reach. This is the moment for action. Do not let it pass. May God bless the brave men and women of America's armed forces. May God bless the United States of America. May God bless you all. Thank you.
Now, do you remember that Donald Trump, when he would always attack former President Obama, he would always say, look, the U.S., he goes, Obama's going to be he's so weak and he can't negotiate and he's got all these problems that he's going to get America into a war with Iran. Remember when Donald Trump did that, just the ridiculousness of this whole MAGA farce, this whole phony, pathetic movement that's like, oh, we're not for wars. We're not for never ending wars. And now you're literally out there bragging about we want regime change in Iran while America, we don't even have health care in America, while people can't afford rent. And this is where our taxpayer dollars are going to anyway. Here, play this clip of Donald Trump from back in the day. Let's play it.
Our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective.
Or what about when Stephen Miller would say things like this during the campaign? To anyone still gullible enough to fall for scummy media hoaxes, Trump said warmongering neocons love sending your kids to die for wars. They would never fight themselves. Liz Cheney is Kamala's top advisor. Liz wants to invade the whole Middle East. Kamala equals World War III. Trump equals peace. Oh, how?
Really? This is unbelievable. It is vice versa. Sorry. Trump equals war. Killing innocent people. Just because they don't live in the U.S. don't mean they're not innocent people. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have families. It has nothing to do with their leaders. You're talking about innocent people. You're just bombing stuff, bro. Like, it don't make... Even if you're just bombing a base, bro, everybody in that base is probably not evil. Like, it's just crazy, bro. If it was the other way around, it was bombing us, we would think they was just the devil. I don't know, man. Don't mind my dog drinking her water. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, y'all. Y'all get the point. Should we be at war? Should we not be at war? Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section, y'all. Like I said, comment, like, and subscribe. And I got way more videos to do. I love y'all. Peace and love, baby.